So here's our answer key for task 8.C.1. The problem says Vita earned $150 last week. Jay earned $130 last week. They combined their money and decided to donate a quarter of their total amount to a charity. Then they spent 40% of the remaining amount at an amusement park. Jay claims that they only have 35% of their original combined total left. Is Jay's claim correct? Justify your answer. So first thing to understand is to not try and do this all in one step, but to break it down into small pieces. So the first thing that we know is the amount that they earned. Okay, and the problem tells us that they combined their money. So if we are combining two things together, that means we want to add them up. So we know that Vita had $150, and we're going to add that to Jay, who earned $130. Okay, and if we add those values together, we'll get a total of $280. So this is how much they both earned together. Okay. The next part tells us that they decided to donate a quarter of the total amount to charity. So just like we explained with the percents and finding amount of something, we are going to multiply. So we want to take that 1/4 times 280. And you can do this in a calculator if you don't remember how. You can either do 280 divided by 4, okay? Or in a calculator, you can do 1 ABC 4 times 280, which gives us $70. Okay, now this is telling us how much they spent. So we're going to take that 280 and we're going to subtract off the $70. Okay, so if we subtract off that $70, that's going to leave them with $210 left. It then tells us that they spent 40% of the remaining amount at an amusement park. So we now need to find 40% of the amount they have remaining. So again, if we are working with percents, we don't want to leave it as a percent, but we want to turn this into a decimal by moving 2 places to the left. So we'll take 0.40 times 210, which will give us $84. Okay, this is the amount that they spent. Okay, that's how much they spent at the amusement park. So we're going to have to subtract this off from the 210. So if I take 210 and subtract off 84, that gives me a remaining value of $126. So right now, Vita and Jay together have $126 left. Jay claims that they only have 30% of their original combined total left. To find a percent, we always want to do the part that they have over the original whole amount. So we want to take $126 and put it over the original 280 that they had. So if we divide those out, we'll take 126 divided by 280, which gives us 0.45. So 0.45 is our decimal, but Jay is talking about a percent. So to turn this back to a percent, we're just going to move our decimal the opposite direction that we did over here. So we want to move our decimal point to the right, and this will give us 45%. So from this value, we know that Jay's claim was incorrect, and the reason why is that they had $126 left, which is actually 45% of the original value.